Good morning, class 8 students. How are you all? Hope you all good and healthy at your home. So, welcome back to the video series of your computers, chapter number 8. So, this is the third video of this chapter. I'm your computer teacher Shifa Monga from California Public School. So, in the last video, we have discussed till hypertext. So in this video we are going to start with hypermedia. So let's get started. So what is hypermedia? It is a hypertext that includes text, graphics, sounds or video. The media, what is media? Media means everything. It has photographs, it has a video, it has a sound, it has a audio. So any kind of text if you find in a web page like graphics, video, sound, so this media is called a hypermedia. Clear? In a web page we have many things, that is our text. Web page has a audio, web page has a video, so that things which is on web page is called a hypermedia. So next thing is URL, uniform resource locator. The uniform resource locator denotes the unique address of a web page or a website. To open a web page, its URL is entered in the address bar of the web browser. For example, www.wikipedia.com. So this is your URL. Clear? So after this we have a IP address. What is IP here? It's an internet protocol. Internet protocol address, or we can see it as a number addressing system. An IP address consists of a unique set of numbers which is provided to each computer by Internet Engineering Task Force. It is a 32-bit numeric address. Don't forget that it is a 32-bit numeric address. IP address we are talking about, containing a set of 4 numbers which varies from 0 to 255, is separated by periods. Periods means this dot. So it can also be used to access the web page instead of typing domain name. A few example of IP address is this. So number 3 or a combination of 3 or 4 number is separated by a period which is also called as a dot. Clear? So here is an example of our IP address. So IP address must be unique for every computer in the internet. Clear? And it is provided by IETF, that is Internet Engineering Task Force, and it is a 32-bit numeric address. Clear? It varies from 0 to 255. That means IP address की range क्या है? From 0 to 255. So here is the example 205.198.0.1. So 205 comes under 0 to 255. So next is DNS is a domain name system or naming system. So domain name system is a unique name given to each website or resource connected to the internet. Domain names are easier to remember than IP address since names has strong correlation with the website. For example, so what actually DNS is? DNS is a name which is it's a unique name which is given to the website, and each domain name system is unique because DNS is a name, it is given to the website and it is a unique name. So no two website have a single DNS. Every website has its own unique DNS, and it is always easy to remember DNS instead of IP address because DNS में हमारे पास name होते हैं, and in IP address we have numbers to remember. So it is always easier to remember name rather than numbers. So here is some of the examples of IP addresses: google.co.in, wikipedia.org, So the domain name system in which domain names are interpreted, or you can say are converted into IP address, since the internet works with the IP address. See, जो कंप्यूटर में इंटरनेट की हम बात करें तो इंटरनेट ऑलवेज वर्क विद द आईपी एड्रेस. तो डीएनएस को सबसे पहले किस में चेंज किया जाता है? आईपी एड्रेस के में चेंज किया जाता है, बिकॉज इंटरनेट always work with the IP address. So it is always said that you have to convert DNS. DNS is a name and you have to convert the name into the IP address. Clear? And yeah, IP address we have are numbers. So a domain name, it is serves as a directory for the web by locating and addressing devices in a worldwide network. A domain name consists of two parts. Number one is the name of the domain and number two is the web extension. So name of the domain comes before the dot and the extension comes after the dot. So actually it serves as a directory. Directory में आपको सब एड्रेसेस पता चलते हैं. तो आपको अगर इंटरनेट पे किसी कंप्यूटर का आईपी एड्रेस फाइंड आउट करना है तो यू हैव टू यूज DNS फॉर दैट. और DNS इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. नंबर वन, name of the domain, and number two is the web extension. So here we have an example. So this is your domain name, DNS, that is Google, and after the dot we have web extension. In the same way, Wikipedia, it is your domain name and it is your web extension. So a web extension tells the kind of organization and the country it belongs to. और DNS क्या बताता है कि किस कंपनी या किस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से हम लोग डील कर रहे हैं. सपोज .org indicates that it's a organizational website. Wikipedia is a organizational website. .in, .co, .in, that means it Google is related with the India. IN stands for India. Here in this one we have a gov tells that it is some specific website is related to the government. Edu for the educational institution. So after this we have a protocols. So protocols are the set of rules. जब हम लोग कंप्यूटर्स में काम करते हैं, कंप्यूटर में इंटरनेट में काम करते हैं, सो देयर आर सम रूल्स दैट यू हैव टू फॉलो. सो दोज रूल्स आर कॉल्ड प्रोटोकॉल्स. क्लियर? सो प्रोटोकॉल्स, व्हाई वी नीड प्रोटोकॉल्स? We need protocols to standardize the process and ways of communicating over our computer network. That means अगर ऐसे rules आपके लिए ना बनाए जाए तो आप क्या करोगे? अपनी इंटीग्रिटी को मेंटेन नहीं कर सकते, अपने स्टैंडर्ड्स को मेंटेन नहीं कर सकते. अगर आप प्रोटोकॉल्स यूज़ नहीं करोगे तो आप किसी को भी बुली कर सकते हो. So for that reason we have some protocols. I'm not just talking about the protocols of IP or some TCP IP. I'm just telling you the standard protocols of this. So after this we have some computer protocols. Number one is TCP IP. TCP is a transmission control protocol, internet protocol. So this is the full form of TCP IP. So it's a suite of communication protocol. Why we use this protocol? For communication. Used to connect various computers on the internet. It provides end-to-end data communication, specifying how data should be broken into the pieces called packets, transmitted and routed from one network to another until they reach their destination. TCP IP is a combination of two protocols, TCP and IP. So if you want to connect with the internet, you must have to use which protocol? TCP IP. It provides you the internet to your computer and provides end-to-end data communication. End-to-end means एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तक, from sender to receiver. Clear? So इसमें क्या करते हैं हम लोग, एक बहुत बड़े मैसेज को, एक बहुत बड़े डेटा को पैकेट्स में डिवाइड कर देते हैं और उनको छोटे छोटे पैकेट्स को इंटरनेट पे फ्लो कर देते हैं ताकि वो ट्रांसमिट हो जाए और राउटेड फ्रॉम वन नेटवर्क टू अनदर, और एक नेटवर्क से दूसरे नेटवर्क पे इजीली चले जाएंगे। बिकॉज इफ़ वी आर डिवाइडेड इनटू अ पीसेस और इन अ पैकेट्स, तो वो जल्दी फ्लो करेंगे, एक बड़ा मैसेज जाने में टाइम लेगा। एंड इफ़ वी आर डिवाइडिंग इनटू अ पैकेट्स, तो वो अपने रूट के थ्रू अपने डेस्टिनेशन पे बहुत जल्दी रीच कर जाएगा। सो दैट इज़ वाई वी कन्वर्टेड देम इनटू अ पैकेट्स. So after this we have a TCP and IP. So TCP stands for Transfer Control Protocol. It is a reliable and foolproof data transmission over the network. It is responsible for dividing the data into packets, and which protocol helps you to convert the data into a packet. It's TCP/IP. Clear? And it is responsible for assembling as well. अपने एक छोटे से मैसेज को बहुत, एक बड़े से मैसेज को बहुत छोटे छोटे पैकेट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया. अब रिसीवर को कैसे पता चलेगा कि कौन सा पैकेट पहले और कौन सा पैकेट बाद में? मे बी जो 10th नंबर वाला पैकेट था वो पहले रीच कर जाए और जो 2nd नंबर वाला था वो बिल्कुल लास्ट में आए. तो उस चीज़ पे आपको रिसीवर साइड पे उस चीज़ को असेंबल करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू असेंबल देम, कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा इन अ पर्टिकुलर और इन अ करेक्ट ऑर्डर. सो ये सारे काम कौन करता है? योर TCP. सो IP स्टैंड्स फॉर अ प्रोटोकॉल प्रोवाइड अ सीक्वेंस नंबर, और इन पैकेट्स को नंबर्स कौन प्रोवाइड करता है? योर IP. सो 1 2 3, सपोज वी हैव 10 पैकेट्स टू ट्रैवल, तो उन पैकेट्स को नंबर 1 2 3 4 कौन देता है? योर IP. और उनको डिवाइड कौन करता है? TCP. सो these packets, they might reach their destination in correct order. Also it handles the addressing of the packet, so it is delivered to the correct destination. तो destination का address कौन provide करता है कि कहाँ पे आपका ये packet deliver होना चाहिए? It's your IP. So after IP, it's a HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. अब ये क्या करता है? It determines how different forms of information, that is your text, images, sound, video, other multimedia files, get transferred to your screen over the internet. So this protocol also defines the action, what action web server and browser should take in response to various commands. For example, so class, HTTP क्या करता है? बेसिकली जो आप इंटरनेट पे सेंड करते हो इमेजेस, साउंड, वीडियो और सम अदर मल्टीमीडिया टू सम अनदर पर्सन, उसको रिसीवर तक कौन लेके जाता है? दैट इज़ योर HTTP. और इट ऑल्सो मेक श्योर दैट कि जब आप कोई रिक्वेस्ट डालते हो, सपोज यू हैव रिटन और यू हैव टाइप्ड www.google.com, तो उस टाइप पे आपका ब्राउज़र क्या रिस्पॉन्ड करता है, आपको क्या, आपकी रिक्वेस्ट को सर्व करता है या नहीं, इट इज़ ऑल्सो टेक्स केयर बाय द HTTP. सो फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, आपने जैसे URL में अपना वेब पेज का कोई भी एड्रेस सेंड किया, कुछ भी टाइप किया, इट ओपन्स एन HTTP कमांड टू द सर्वर रिक्वेस्टिंग टू, एंड वो क्या करता है कि सर्वर को रिक्वेस्ट करता है कि वो आपकी डिमांड को फुलफिल करे एंड ओपन योर रिक्वेस्टेड पेज. क्लियर? सो हियर इज द HTTP is the client, your web browser mean your Google Chrome, Microsoft Internet Explorer. So these are the things. So HTTP over TCP/IP. So it takes care your request message and the response of the server, web server. अब यहाँ से यहाँ तक कौन लेके जाता है आपके मैसेज को? योर HTTP. और यहाँ से वापस कौन लेके आएगा? ऑफ कोर्स योर HTTP. So after this we have a FTP. If you want to transfer file from one person to another, so that is your file transfer protocol. So it is one of the simplest and easiest way to exchange files between two or more computers on the internet using FTP client and FTP server software. FTP uses internet कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज़ करता है? FTP, इट्स TCP/IP प्रोटोकॉल टू डाउनलोड द सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्राम्स टू आवर कंप्यूटर एंड अदर sources. The source can be web server or a remote host over the internet. So here is an example. If you want to have FTP client and FTP server, if you want to communicate or exchange file between server and client, so there must be internet connection. और ये FTP कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज़ करता है for downloading? It's your TCP/IP protocol. Clear? So after this, the next protocol is SMTP. It's a simple mail transfer protocol, and this protocol is used for sending email between two or more servers. It is generally used to send messages from a mail client to the mail server. The messages are then retrieved by the email client. So if you want to send email to your friend, तो उसके लिए आपको कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज़ करना पड़ेगा? These are inbuilt. those you have no need to bother about it कि किसको यूज़ करना है, कैसे यूज़ करना है. So these are the internal protocols of servers. But you have to remember then, if you are doing some specific work or task, which protocols actually helps you. So SMTP is a protocol if you want to exchange messages, email messages from one computer to the another. So it is generally used to send messages from a mail client to the mail server. These messages are then retrieved by the email. अब आपने mail client, you are the mail client if you are sending that, वो mail client mail server को जाएगा और वो आपका जो mail client होगा on the other side, that is your receiver, will retrieve that message. Okay, so here is an example working of, so there is your sending PC. Suppose you are sending your email from this PC, then mail queue, then SMTP, then there is an internet mail queue of your receiver, then POP server, then receiving PC. Okay, so after this we have the last protocol, that is IMAP and POP. So IMAP and POP, why we use this? For retrieving emails को निकालने के लिए, fetch करने के लिए. So these two are the most popular protocols due to their wide acceptability. So there is a configuration of this one. So here is your new email message which you are trying to send. कहाँ गया? Your email server. Then there is two conditions, either checking your email with POP, checking your email with IMAP. आपको कौन सा path यूज़ करता है? If you are using this POP message, so you have three conditions, either these two or this one. And if you are using checking email through IMAP, so you have to go to the UCL central file store, and there are three options here: UCL computer, your home computer, and your, so basically these are the receivers. So I hope you have all listened this carefully. So this is all about our chapter number 8. So before going to end this video, we have 3 or 4 facts, important facts of this chapter. So number 1 is TCP/IP was developed in year 1978 by Robert Elliott Kahn and Vinton Gray Cerf. And in TCP/IP, it is developed by Internet Engineering Task Force, and HTTPS means there is a secure version. So if you exchange data between two websites, so your data is protected if you have S after this. So next thing, the file transfer protocol was developed by Abhay Bhushan and is published in 1971. So class, this is all about your today's period. So thank you so much, take care and have a good day.